Good afternoon, everyone. And Happy New Year for those who are joining us for the first time in this new year. All our best wishes. Today's session we would like to dedicate to spiritual dynamics that happens in life, which is useful for us to understand. There is this phenomena in the world that we not necessarily recognize until it is pointed out to us, and that is that everything goes through different stages. Now, something starts new and fresh and in its pure way and in a powerful way it starts, and then it goes through a stage of gradual decay. There is a stage where it is powerful and pure, and then it begins to lose strength, it becomes mediocre, and then it becomes weak. And in Sanskrit, there are words that indicate this. Everything goes to its stage of Rajsik, um, Sattvic, Rajrik, and Tamsik, or Sato, Rajo, Tamo. It is pure, mediocre, and then it becomes impure. Or there is a state of order, it becomes less, and then it becomes disorder. This is a phenomena that defines our world, and this is useful to know. Now, whenever something is new, it is new and it is bright and it gives happiness. And then we get used to it, and then it becomes old. And when we look at the different systems that in which our society is organized, that also applies to that. There are many thinkers who come out with new systems, with philosophies, with theories, with uh, um, systems and political systems. And those, when they first start, there is a big progress and upliftment. But gradually, the systems get bogged down. And so it applies to different systems, it applies to relationships, it also applies to the state of consciousness of the human soul. It also applies over to the body. Now, when the baby is born, new, fresh, healthy, it grows up and gradually, it loses that strength. But losing of strength, and then there is a time of disintegration. That means it gives way for something new, something different to occur. And now, if we apply this to the world as a whole, to humanity as a whole, to society as a whole, we also see that work out. We are now in that last phase, that third phase of this phenomenon, where there is weakness, lack of character, lack of moral compass, more and more chaos, more and more divide, weak and chaotic. But within that, there is as if the potential of something new again, something fresh again. And we are at that crossroads now. The old has become weak and not functioning anymore the way it's supposed to. And there are many who are longing and crying out for something new. But something new means truly to address things at its root. We have to address it at the level of consciousness. We have to address it at the level of the human mind. And this is where spirituality comes in and meditation. Whatever problem is going on in the world, whatever situations in your life, whatever difficulties, it is a manifestation of human consciousness that has become weak, that has become chaotic, that has moved into a state of impurity and disorder. And that has to be put right again. And doing that, putting it in order again, begins with simple, basic understandings. Who am I truly? And what is life all about? And are we seeing things in the right perspective? And is our approach to things accurate? And so the spiritual understanding is that the real self is an invisible, timeless, immortal, spiritual being of light. A visitor in this world, a visitor in this body, a being with higher potential of peace, of love, of wisdom, of compassion, of freedom, of security, of purity, of contentment and joy, of wisdom. And that invisible being of consciousness is child of the Supreme Soul. And we're here just visiting. Nothing here is really mine. No need to get attached or get entangled or get into bondage or identify. We're visiting. Using the things with respect and interacting with love and care with others in that soul awake, soul aware state. And meditation is to deeply reflect on this and experience the truth of this. So let us have a few moments. Keep the body comfortable. Let the breathing be regular. And we can choose to keep our eyes open. It is more an inner posture that we are assuming. And we come to that awareness. That there is the body and there are sound and movement and objects around. But here is also the invisible experiencer. The one who creates thoughts. The one who has a certain intention and feeling. The higher being. The real self. And to help focus and concentrate, one can use the image of a tiny star, living, timeless, light in the center of the forehead, just behind the eyes, pure, peaceful, timeless, innocent, free, living being of light who belongs to another dimension, home of souls and home of the Supreme Soul, dimension of silence and light and pure consciousness. And this being of light has entered the world of matter, the world of images and sound and sense experiences. Timeless, pure, peaceful, living light. And just for a few moments, come to this awareness attentively. Realize what it means. Immerse the mind in the understanding of the self as a soul, invisible, living light. And just hold that awareness, and if it helps you, then hold that image also of this tiny star. This is the true self. Free, imperishable, immortal, timeless being of light. And as we go through the rest of the journey, go through the rest of the day, let us aim to keep that awareness. Invisible experiencer on a journey, just visiting the scenes and the drama of the human life will just come and go and come and go. But the living star of awareness journeys on. And is imperishable. That is the real self. Thank you, and have a good afternoon.